Yo, what's going on, guys? It is King Zarc here, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today's reaction is more of Moreparz. Original link to his channel is down in the description, and without further ado, let's get started.
This plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with.
Australia really is cooked, huh? Oh, brother. Down there is just... You might as well just not be there, bro.
Me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that, upon closer inspection, aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain.
I like how this one comment is just saying touch grass. They say, yeah, touch grass. If you touch grass in Australia, you're pretty much asking to be in the hospital. Let that be a lesson. Don't touch grass in Australia.
I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And
4 times? Oh, brother. Ugh. Not even gonna question that.
the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop.
God damn.
This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
No, it doesn't get any worse. Ooh. Yikes. We moving on. All right, we got this bird build is awful. Let's get into it.
This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton just to lay an egg.
Wait, that's the kiwi bird, right?
Cute little guy is the kiwi bird,
yep.
A species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution. Yes.
Not the cuck chair, bro. Oh, no, not the cuck chair.
This walking featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary, being a member of the same family of flightless birds. However, there is a problem. You see, the rest of the kiwi's bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread, and as such made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful, with all of his cousins specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability. So that leaves the question, what did the kiwi pick to make up for not flying? Absolutely nothing. Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimeters tall. This is because kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet.
Wait. That was EDP, right?
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimetres tall. This is because Kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators.
No. Oh, these slanders, bro. These slanders.
So they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just being a little guy with a good attitude, which honestly worked pretty well for them until the British did British things, and now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was not designed for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But getting shafted by the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of the Kiwi, because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You see, the kiwi bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs. I'm talking hit your protein macros in one meal-sized eggs. And you would think that is because they are large. And you would be wrong, because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
No, hold on.
And you would be wrong, because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same.
How the fuck is that thing supposed to lay an egg that big?
Same size. A kiwi bird lays eggs 20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal organs and...
No, bro, nah. Oh, yeah, they're chopped. The kiwi birds are chopped. There's just no way. There's just no way to fix this.
Stretches their rib cage just to be able to hold the thing. For reference, that is like a human giving birth to a 15-kilo child. That's not a bun in the oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery.
Yeah, the kiwi birds are unfortunately chopped. There's no way to fix them. We moving on. All right, we're on I had lunch with a lizard. Let's see how this goes.
I ate lunch with a wild lizard. Yahoo! You see, before I made the videos, I worked as a handyman, and one day a client asked me to do some brush cutting because their lawn was, putting it lightly, completely f***ed. So I'm taming a miniaturised version of the Amazon jungle, and I see something that nearly gives me a heart attack. A big lump of scales slithering through the brush about 2 steps ahead of me. Being Australian, I immediately assumed it was a snake, which is a problem, because the only 2 snakes in my home state are highly venomous and extremely aggressive. So I immediately stopped what I was doing, backed the f*** up, and got ready to call in the snake catcher to relocate the angry hospital noodle. Help me. However, while dialing the number, I noticed something. That was kind of too fat to be a snake, and it hadn't tried to eat me yet. So, being the poster child for why women live longer than men, I waddled back over for a closer look, and I found this little guy. This is a blue-tongue lizard, and they're actually pretty cool. Native to Australia, these bad boys are basically a tubby skink, but as the name suggests, they have a bright blue neon tongue. Now,
not gonna lie, this is probably the only lizard that I would find cute.
I couldn't just leave this distinguished gentleman in harm's way, so I yoinked him and began looking for a place to relocate him away from where I was working. However, during the relocation process, this cute little man proceeded to cuddle up to my shirt and fall asleep, and did not particularly appreciate me trying to move him from his resting place. So, considering it was the middle of the day, I just said, fuck it, called a lunch break, and proceeded to sit in the sun eating a chicken sandwich while Godzilla's little cousin took a nap on my shirt. He sat with me for my entire 30-minute lunch break without me holding him. However, unfortunately, I was only halfway through my workday, so after I wrapped up lunch, I had to say goodbye. I very delicately removed my new scaled friend from my shirt and released him back into the wild. Alrighty, big fella. Off you go. Back into the bushes. There you go. See you, friend. I think this incident legally qualifies me as the first Australian Disney princess.
This was strangely wholesome, not gonna lie. And we take it. We love wholesome things. Let's move on. All right, we got Australia's most dangerous animal. This looks like a koala. Am I wrong? No, we're about to find out.
This animal will peel your face off like a banana. Introducing the one creature that strikes fear into the hearts of every Aussie. The infamous, terrifying drop bear. A species of predatory marsupial exclusive to the land down under. This genuine nightmare may seem pretty normal at first, closely resembling the koala bear, and that is by design. You see, the drop bear is an ambush predator, patrolling the branches of the eucalyptus tree and using their keen sense of smell to detect incoming prey. And once they can smell you approaching, they will position themselves in the leaves of the trees, being basically impossible to spot unless you're actively looking for them. And even if you do see them, you're automatically going to assume it's a koala. And that assumption is probably going to be the last mistake you make, because walking under these things is inviting the most painful death you can think of. Once you've walked into range, the drop bear will launch itself from a tree and aim directly for your head. Small animals will often be clapped on impact as the 20-kilo drop bear launched itself out of the tree so fast that it snaps their spine. And they're the lucky ones, because once they make contact with your head, drop bears will immediately puncture your scalp with their foreclaws and latch on like a fuzzy little face hugger. Once firmly attached to your skull, the drop bear will start to kick out your eyes with its hind claws in an attempt to blind you. And while they are forcing you to cosplay Daredevil, they will be tearing into your face with their fangs like a fucking chainsaw. The attacks are so vicious, most human victims end up being completely scalped and having their faces removed. And even if
I have nothing to say about this. Oh my god, bro. What the actual fuck?
if you manage to pull them off in the initial assault, those claws contain a potent neurotoxin which will paralyze...
Of course. Of course. This koala wannabe is poisonous. To the surprise of nobody. Editor, insert Mr. Krabs' face. And by editor, I mean future me. Insert Mr. Krabs' face.
You in under 5 minutes, allowing them to run you down and eat you alive. Australia loses roughly 600 people per year to drop bear attacks. So if you want to survive your trip down under, I have a secret to share with you about the drop bear. And that secret is that all of this is complete and utter bullshit. Drop bears aren't real. I made it all up. April Fool's cunt.
Wait. When was this released? Oh, you son of a bitch. This was an April Fool's... Oh, my fucking God, bro. Alright, we moving on to the last one. Alright, last one of the video. Let's just jump into it.
Jellyfish is basically a time bomb. Introducing the Irukandji, a species of jellyfish native to the northern waters of the land down under, and possibly my least favourite animal in the entire ocean, because it is just a massive, spiteful cunt. Well, massive is misleading, as this little guy is tiny. I mean, ridiculously small, being not much bigger than your fingernail at the head and basically completely fucking invisible to the naked eye. This is a fairly major problem, because behind that halo cloak frame, they are dragging 3-foot-long tentacles and shocking absolutely no one.
Say the line, Bart.
It is one of the most venomous jellyfish in the ocean.
Yeah!
I'm so fucking tired of the stealth poison multi-classes on OCE servers, dude. This shit is broken. You see, those 3-foot tentacles are covered with
I can't even argue. That shit is broken. They need to patch that immediately.
Tiny little barbs, and at the bearer's touch, they will literally propel themselves into your skin like a bullet and inject you with the Australia Special, a pina colada cocktail of various neurotoxins. And upon being injected, you will feel absolutely nothing. You'll keep swimming around, splashing about in the water, kissing the homies, until you are overcome with a sudden, severe feeling of impending dread. I mean the kind of dread that will have you hysterically screaming that you are about to die. I am gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna f***ing die!
Yes. Markiplier. I love the guy.
It's because the invisible cunt here does psychic damage, inflicting a condition known as Irukandji syndrome, which starts with a feeling of impending doom so strong there are records of people asking to be, avoiding a ban here, forcibly disconnected from God's Minecraft server. And that feeling of doom is warranted because about 30 minutes after being stung, that biological bomb goes off, with the venom initially causing extreme pain throughout your entire body. And after making you feel like a failed isekai protagonist, the venom then spikes your blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, which can cause heart attacks, blood clots, and has even been recorded to cause brain hemorrhages. And the f***ed up part is, it doesn't have an anti-venom. This thing sneak attacks you, waits 30 minutes, sends you a private DM telling you it got your ass, and there is not a f***ing thing you can do about it. Toxic little shit.
You know what? I agree. Anyways, that's going to be it for this reaction video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you all in the next one.